Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? It's your man Ace back at it again. So, I hope y'all feeling good because your man Ace, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling super fantastic. All right, in today's video, I want to talk about day six of my day trading journey and what I did today. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, let's go. So, in this video, let me show y'all. Oh man, did I get kicked out? Kick me out. Hold on, y'all. Let me get into this. Let me get back into this. Let me log back in. Give me 1 second. This will be quick. Hey. Come on, man, log in. Boy, these multi-level authentications, they're important. Like I used to work as a software engineer, so they're important. Definitely important for security and privacy, especially for financial related data. All right, so where was I at? I went to paper money. Now I gotta go back. I went to view transaction. Oh, I can show y'all this because you might need to learn how to navigate this as well. So I'm here. Okay, here's where we wanted to be. All right, so what do I want to talk about first? Do I want to talk about what I did today and with my real money or the paper money? This is the paper money setup. Um, well, I guess I can show y'all. I can show y'all what I did today. Okay, what I did today, let me move this over here so I can navigate my cursor so y'all can see. Yeah, my cursor. Okay, so cool. Now here you can see today's date. Oh, well, you can't see it. Hold on, let me pull this over some. Pull this over. Dang. Okay, yeah, that should be good enough. Pull this down. Okay, yeah, that should be good. All right, y'all. So you can see today's date, and which is April 2nd, 2025. All right, this is the balance where we started today. All right, you can see the balance, and then you can see what the new balance is. So I entered into Tesla one contract. One contract is equal to 100 shares. We talked about this in a previous video. This was a call to the upside. This was meaning that I'm betting that the price is going to go up. And oh boy, did it go up. All right, like facts, like up. So it cost me $925 to get into this trade, right? And then I ended up making, you know, um, $1,095. So the total that I earned from this trade, if you take this and deduct this, was over $170, right? And you can see there's some minor fees here associated with that trade, but that's cool. So um, you can see I made like over $170, right? Which was great because my goal, remember, for the 10-day trading challenge is $100. So I made 170 today. But let me show you what I did. When I entered the trade, let me turn on trading view. When I entered the trade, let me pull this over some. Let me close this so you're not distracted. All right, so should I recap the strategy? Remember, my strategy is a breakout and retest. I plot or mark out the first 5 minutes of the opening of the market, right? And what I'm looking to plot is the high that the market went to or that the price went to, right? I'm looking at Tesla in this example. So I want to mark the high after opening of the first 5 minutes, and I want to mark the lowest point, the lowest price that the stock went to within the first 5 minutes. All right. So the highest price point that the stock made it to within the first 5 minutes, and the lowest price point that the stock made it to within the first 5 minutes. And that's what you see here. All right, the high and the low. And what I'm looking for is a breakout above either the high or the low. In this case, like I showed you guys, I was betting that the market was going to go high. Now, that the price was going to increase. Now, I don't know this, so I'm waiting for that to happen. So you can see it looks like the market was going to go down and we might have a breakout to the downside. That the price, it looks like the price was just going to continue to decrease, but it didn't. It started to increase. And after it increased, I'm waiting for that retest, which means it's going to come back to this level, to this high. And I don't want it to break this level. I want it to stay above this level. Even if it comes below this level slightly, that's okay. I just don't want it to come back too far below this level. If it maintains this level, then what I'm expecting to happen is for price to continue to increase. This is normal for this pullback to occur. You can see this happens periodically. That's normal. You'll see pullback and then it'll continue going up. So yeah, it pulled back significantly in 1 minute, and we did this retest here, and then we started to come out. Price increased. We came back a little bit, but then price increased. And so this, now we're making we've hit a higher price point from the last high, because this is our new high or our previous high. We came back, tried to come back up, it came back, and now we made a new price point high, right? So that's what we're looking for. Now, when this happens, we look for confirmation within price to confirm, yeah, we might be going up. Again, you don't know, but this is one of the indicators that I talked about. This looks like we were going to continue to go up because we could have closed below this level, but we didn't. We closed here. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait until we close and then see what happens with the next candle. And when I saw the candle begin to form, again, you don't know, but it looks like we're gonna maintain strong here. So I got in at this point. And you can see I marked it here. So this is that level at 255.93. This is when I got in. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's looking good. Now it could work against me. You don't know, but that's what my stop loss is for. If the trade begins to work against me, then I just simply exit. And that's executing my strategy to the letter, right? All right, so what ended up happening, my goal is only 100 bucks. So we came back, we shot up past that 100 bucks. I think we made it to 120 right here based on when I got in. This was at 120, but then sellers pushed that joint all the way back to back down. I was like, man, I should have jumped out. But I was like, it's cool. I got in at a really good point, so I was in right here. So I was like, cool, I can suffer that, some pullback. So now I'm waiting for it to pull back because I know it's gonna pull back. I just don't know when. So it started to pull back, and I'm like, ah, there it is. But then the next candle came, and here we go. This is a strong price action here. Buyers are definitely in control. So I was like, cool. And they continued control. And then we made it. So once I hit my $100 target, I went in and did something different from the other previous days. Normally, I just jump out altogether, just close out the trade. But today, I entered what's called a trailing stop loss. Now, a trailing stop loss means that I could set a dollar amount. And there's a few ways you can do it. You can set a dollar amount or a percentage, but I set a dollar amount that said, okay, I'm gonna get out if this price falls below to a certain dollar amount, right? If it drops, so say for example, if I'm at 120, if you drop to $20, then get me out the trade, and that's what I did. Well, when I did that, I ended up making $70 more because we shot up. Look, we shot up. It just kept going. And then when it started to pull back, it kicked me out, right? So, but not before securing my $100 profit plus $70 more. So this was fantastic. Now, let me go ahead and share with you before this video becomes too long. Let me share with you what I did in paper trades. So you can see here, I made 200 more dollars executing the strategy all the way to the profit target. So you can see here, 370 bucks today. This was a trade I entered into. And look at what time, 8:40, got out 10 minutes later. And same thing with my live trade. I entered both of these trades at the same time, just in two different systems. This is the web view, and I used the desktop view to enter into these trades at the same time. So I had to open it up in two different systems, one in the browser and one in the desktop. So that's what I did today, $370. So practicing this alongside my live trading helps me know over the course of these 10 days, right, that I can have trust in the strategy to execute it all the way to the end. I don't just have to test or take my minimum goal of 100 bucks. But I wanted to start out with something reasonable, with a reasonable target goal, profit goal, as well as a reasonable loss goal, right? Maximum loss to cap my losses. So that's what I did. Now let me show you what in trading view what has happened with this stock. So in my paper money, you can see we got here, when we got to this point, soon as we reached this point here at 261, when we reached this price point, I also in the paper money trade, I entered a trailing stop, and it kept going, I think, till about like right here. I think it dropped me out at right here. So it maintained, I think it made like an extra 50 bucks or something like that before it kicked me out. But look at what Tesla continued to do, man. Like, look at this. This is crazy. Now notice, if you got in at this point, you don't have to jump out. If you're up, let's say you're up, like this probably would have been like $600 or something like that. I don't know, but let's just assume it's 600 bucks. Look at the fluctuation when the market begins to pull back. Normally, you want to close out of a trade if it